These headphones sound great and protect your hearing. Let's check them out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm checking out these. These unassuming headphones are the PuroPro volume limiting ANC headphones, and they're really pretty sweet. Now, what they do is they give you really good audio fidelity, but you can't get more than a certain volume. So if you have someone in your family or you like to listen to super loud music for a super long time, that is doing your hearing no favors. And over a long period of time, you will start to lose your hearing. That is not a good outcome. So these actually have built-in volume limiting. And not only that, but there's nothing to indicate that's what they are. So you can just be confident knowing that you can go and use your source device and crank it up as far as you want, and these will max out at a certain point and your hearing will be in good shape. So 20 to 20,000 hertz frequency response, 120 decibel sensitivity, 32 ohms if you use them in wired mode, and the volume limits are automatic and it limits you to 85 decibels. Now, you can fiddle with the settings and get the limit up to 95 decibels, but here's how to think about these, right? According to OSHA, which is basically the workplace safety government organization, OSHA says you can listen to 85 decibels sound for up to 8 hours without any hearing loss. But if you jump it up to 95 decibels, you can only listen for 50 minutes, and then you're going to start experiencing at least some short-term hearing loss. So now think about that 3-hour-long monster loud concert you went to and how you couldn't hear for the next couple of days. Yikes. This solves that problem. Really handy. Now, it also has active noise canceling, and it's a really nice ANC. It's 2 different levels, one of which gives you minus 15 decibels, and the other one gives you minus 32 decibels. And it's just buttons. In fact, let me give you a quick tour, is that you have the ANC button, and then microphone, and then the 3.5 millimeter audio jack comes with the wire. So if you want to use this wired and turn off that Bluetooth, it can do it. And then power on and off and volume up and down. So one of the things they've also done right is they've engineered this so if you turn it on and have ANC on and then turn it off, it automatically turns off the ANC. A lot of headphones seem to have those as completely independent circuits, which is really frustrating because you're listening, you're enjoying it, you turn off your headphones, you put them back in your bag or you put them on your little headphone rack or something, and then they promptly die because that ANC is still running. So this sidesteps that. Now, they're really, really light and super comfortable. These are one of the most comfortable headphones I've worn, and they have a 750 milliamp hour battery, which gives you 28 hours of playback with ANC on, or if you don't want ANC and you're already in a quiet environment, you can get 32 hours of playback on a single charge. That's a lot of music. That's a lot of listening. Bluetooth 5.0 supports AAC, which is good for iPhone users, but not aptX. So it's still going to sound good, but it's going to sound just a little bit better if you're on an iPhone. And the ear cushions are what they call protein leather, and it is eminently foldable, so it's easy to transport. And I will tell you, when you put them on, just pull it down a little bit, and they're really comfortable. These are really headphones you can wear for a couple of hours without any problem. And they also have a built-in microphone, and you sound actually really good. I've tried some test phone calls and such. I'm not a fan of being on the phone when I have my ears acoustically isolated the way these do. But if that doesn't bother you, these would be really good for phone calls or video conferencing or something. No latency that I could tell, so if you want to watch a video or something and use this for the audio portion of it, everything's still in sync. But I know we got all the way there, but there's something that I actually have to complain about, is that their packaging is kind of whack. Now, there's a cardboard part and then there's a wooden box, but let me turn this over, but let me just say that it took me literally a couple of minutes to get this cardboard off of the wood. It's that tight. And I actually tore the box apart and redid it so it would be a little looser. And I still can't use it as a demo because it's really hard. I understand the need for packaging, but that's super annoying. And then we get to the wooden box, right? This feels like it's balsa wood or something. It's a really, really light wood. And you open it up, and it is not a treasure chest full of jewels. It is a box full of the actual headphones case and instructions. So here's what I'm going to say to you, Puro. Lose the box. Seriously, this is great. They're great headphones. There's no reason to include this and people are just going to throw this away or something. And it's unnecessary. Give it to me in a much more environmentally friendly packaging and we'll all be happier. Now, having said that, it's a pretty nice little case. And these are what they call a hard travel case, but at least this one's reasonably small because the headphones fold up. And then inside, there is a charging cable, so it charges via a micro USB connection here. Again, USB-C would be nicer than micro USB. I'm really not a micro USB fan. And comes with a 3.5 millimeter wire, and that is a decent length. I would say that's probably about a 5 foot or so. And you can use these as wired headphones. You don't have to worry about the power. You don't have to turn on the Bluetooth or anything. So that gives you another option, and they're still volume limiting. And then of course, the case itself is actually a very pleasant size. So I really like these headphones. I really like the sound. In fact, let's talk about the sound. They sound fantastic. I mean, I was really startled. I already know that the PuroPro line has really good audio fidelity. That's one of the things the company does. But these in particular sound terrific. I was listening to some old classic Cal Jader, and oh man, it sounded like I was just like on the beach listening to Cal and his band just play just 5 or 10 feet away. Good sound, good spatial sense. There's just a depth and a richness to the music. And of course, with the ANC, all of those ambient background noise and sounds around you all just go away. So it's a nice, isolating, very intimate musical experience. Really a big fan of these. These are solid headphones. And again, between this and this, there's nothing to say volume limiting. So these become a great present for one of your family members. If you have a teenager who listens to music crazy loud, give them these and just say, here's your trade-off. It's not going to get quite as loud as your other headphones, but they're going to sound better. So work on listening and really enjoying the music. And then I think a whole heck of a lot of teens and 20-somethings would love these headphones. They're not flashy. There's not glowing neon or anything. They just do their job, which is good ANC and really good sound reproduction. So lots to like. I really like the idea of volume limiting headphones because I really don't want to mess up my hearing. And I actually listen to music for a long time at a high volume. So knowing I have these is really reassuring that I can crank it up and know that I'm not actually damaging my hearing because it literally won't let me get that loud. Pretty cool. Now, I actually kind of wish that our phones and our audio sources did the same thing, but that's an entirely different story. So these definitely worth checking out. And they are a little spendy, but before we get to the price, could you be so kind as to subscribe to my channel? Just a click or a tap on that subscribe button on the lower right, and we're connected. Great. Thank you. Now, these are the PuroPro volume limiting ANC headphones, and they are $199.99 at Amazon.com. And honestly, if you're someone who wants to listen to really good music at a really nice volume and not worry about hurting your hearing, or you have someone in the family who fits that characteristic, then these are a solid option. Definitely worth checking out. And with that, I think I am going to go back to Cal Jader, which means I will have to catch you in my next video.